Hello, this is Dylon. I'm here with Jamil and JB, and we are firing on...
It must be the neighbors. Music composed by Danny Elfman.
Quitting time Friday. No more traffic jams. No more rush. No more headaches at the office.
No more dirty old men and their filthy money.
But suddenly, all my plans for a nice weekend at home were forgotten.
Jiggle what?
An extra deep bedpan.
You live amongst filth. Sincerely, the Department of Health.
Hey, what you got, Bill?
Your mom's house.
Wouldn't you know? Pete Granger. What a laugh he was having.
I wish he looked at me the way I looked at him.
Good afternoon, Mr. Duncan.
Willem Dafoe?
And just my luck, Miss Monroe had to see it too. I'd been meaning to buy a new garbage can, but, well, what would Betty say?
Check out my helmet.
Duncan, where have you been? I've been waiting all morning for you, and I'm so terribly upset. Do you know what's going on outside? That garbage can's a mess. The red label.
Bitch, be cool.
Betty said plenty.
My parents have been calling me up. It's a disgrace.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Haircut. Now.
There's someone downtown I know can take care of this.
His name is Antoine. He's my hairdresser, and he does curls.
Health Department, Mr. Foster, please. Friend of mine, Larry Foster. He was a big football star in college.
I was head
He works
cheerleader.
for the health department now. Larry, Bill Duncan. Say, fella, what goes on here? Some of your people have been nosing around my yard.
Kicking holes in my trash can.
Yes, Bill. Yes, I know.
Do something.
Well, we've got the report right here, ready
In
for
the
file.
garbage.
Well, let's talk about it. I'll drop by your place on my way home.
Now you see, I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
It's been a long time since football. You still wearing them shoulder pads? Yep.
It's just a reminder that improperly stored garbage provides food for rats, flies, and other disease-carrying insects.
Disease carrying.
While Larry
Like your
talked,
mom.
my son Stevie and the Granger boy stood around bug-eyed with hero worship. Well, Larry coached the kids in the neighborhood in their football league. It was as if Johnny Unitas had come to our block.
Who?
Well, thanks for the advice, Larry.
Bill, why, Mr. Foster's here. Why don't you show him the yard?
You're down for a complete waste of time,
Our
right?
yard was Betty's pride and joy. No visitor to our home could escape without first
Portal.
taking the grand tour.
Look here.
No, I'm not doing that.
Any container holding water can produce mosquitoes, including Aedes aegypti, which carries the germs of dengue and yellow fever from man to man.
No homo.
In fact, these look like the larvae right now.
Screw you, Larry.
We've already identified some in this neighborhood.
Those aren't sea monkeys? Can't believe I slept with you.
Betty, I guess, was having some second thoughts about our invitation. Especially when Larry spotted some breadcrumbs Betty had put out for the birds.
If there are any hungry rats around, now watch out.
I saw one yesterday. Frankie Granger. Honest, Miss Duncan. You're making that up.
I have a problem.
Rodents don't recognize boundaries, Mrs. Duncan. They'll invade any neighborhood.
Larry went on to tell us a lot more about the biology and habits of rats, flies, mosquitoes, and other threats to public health when suddenly I noticed the two boys taking off as though shot out of a cannon.
Ah, Larry smells
But
funny.
on one thing, Betty and I were agreed. If anyone in the neighborhood was helping to breed these pests, it must be the neighbors.
That's the title.
I know I hid my stuff somewhere around here.
What exactly are we looking at here?
I'm jonesing, man. You stop churning that butter and help me look?
Hey, you guys. Hope you're not looking for that stamp bag. Oh, I messed up.
Frankie told his dad about the rat, but depend on Pete Granger to weasel out of it.
Someone's been messing with my stash.
Must be the neighbors. Next morning, I had a talk with Pete Granger about what Stevie had told me.
You're a fine one to talk, Bill Duncan. If you kept your yard half as clean as mine.
There wouldn't be a PSA about how grimy your yard is.
See those tiny dark wigglers?
Whoa.
They're probably disease-carrying mosquitoes. They breed in water.
So do mogwai.
And they're way more dangerous.
If you'd pull your plug or cover your boat, Pete.
Oh, yeah? Well, at least I don't get red tags on my garbage cans.
Commie.
If Pete and I didn't exactly see eye to eye, our boys joined hands that morning with a common cause. An expedition, along with other kids on the block, to survey each boy's yard. At the Costellos, a tire containing stagnant water, a favorite breeding place for domestic mosquitoes. Ditto for their wading pool. At the Mulligans, food left out for their dog.
Look, Dill, it's
An
your
invitation
din-din.
to insects and rats. At the Jacobsons, scrap lumber, a good hiding place for rats who fed at a nearby garbage bin. The vacant lot next door with overgrown weeds, cluttered with bottles, tin cans, discarded auto parts and appliances,
And gypsies.
each containing stagnant water. From yard to yard the boys went, gathering
Germ
new recruits
busters,
on the way.
scatter and
At the
scour.
Morrisons, their septic tank had overflowed. Now a breeding place for the Culex mosquito that carries the germs of encephalitis or sleeping sickness. At the Digby's,